Hello, my dear beloved ones. Today is Monday. Can you tell me how I look and sound? Let's mark this as is tradition. I'll simply check the chat and then I'll understand that we have started our dialogue. We are delighted to inform you that today we have an exclusive and special session of neurography with the highly esteemed and renowned expert Pavel Mikhailovich Piskarev, who will be prominently featured on our platform, providing invaluable insights and knowledge. And I want to introduce myself. Today I will be guiding you through neurography. And before I introduce myself, I want to ask you to also write in the chat following this principle so that our communication can be dialogic. Please write a 1 if you're a user and tell me which city you're from. If you're not familiar with neurography at all, please write a 0. If you're a specialist, write a 2 and tell me which city you're from. And if you're an instructor in neurography from 1923, then write a 3. If you're from 1924, you can write a 4. If 1922, then write 22. Write down the water as 22. So I'll be reading the chat now. And while you write, I'm happy to introduce myself because I'm Irina Borisova, a neurography instructor from 1923, an aesthetic coach, a neuromaster, a clinical psychologist, and of course, a person who has been exploring neurography for 2 years now. I'll be sharing the results with you today, especially the algorithm that we will draw together. I'm already reading the chat. I can see the chat is indeed running quite smoothly and very actively. I see some number 1s definitely appearing quite frequently. Oh, aha, I very noticeably notice a number 2 from Barnaul, and in fact a 1, a 2 from Krasnodar, Rubtsovsk, a 1, a 1. Aha, I see a 1, I see your Germany, a 2. I can't read all of them in time, my dear ones. I even see some 4s. Congratulations to you. You will soon be starting the instructor course. Wonderful, excellent. My friends, there are so many of you. Please tell me, how much do you like these morning neuro settings? While you're writing, I'd love to share my experience because I've been drawing this technique since last year, which I will be giving you today. And I actually have absolutely, truly, undeniably, unquestionably, and remarkably amazing and incredible results. That means I will show you today how to achieve such results as well. Put plus signs if you definitely came today with the mindset for this week and want to achieve awesome results for yourself. I'm waiting. Write your plus signs. And the results are as follows. When I realize that procrastination still kicks in for me, and there are some moments that aren't very pleasant, I don't always follow through. This affects my well-being and success. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that doing gymnastics in the morning is a must. Let it be something small, but it has to be done. And since I have a lot on my plate, I often skip doing it in the morning. And when I started drawing this algorithm, which I will tell you about today, and we will draw together, you won't believe it. But now I do gymnastics every morning, and all my plans are coming to life. Oh, I see the plus signs, my friends. You're doing great. So we are on the same wavelength. For those of you who are here for the first time, I will explain everything. Don't worry. You just need to grab an A4 sheet of paper and any marker of any color you like, as well as some drawing supplies like colored pencils, markers, or highlighters. That's all you need. And today you're going to experience something amazing. Well, I see that there are actually very few newcomers here. The rest of you are already quite experienced, drawing away. Great. Well, now let's light up our chat. We need energy. And how can we do that? Let's clap our hands and rub them together really well. Come on. Let's get the energy flowing. So that the energy flows all through our bodies, we need to really feel that rush because we're going to work well together now, right? How are you doing? Is the energy flowing? Little lights, go ahead and send those little lights in the chat. Let's light up the chat. Last week I drew about orthodoxy. Yesterday I took communion. Everything went super well. That's really cool, something like that. I can imagine you're state of cleansing, something like that. Awesome. Today we're going to draw. So my friends, what's up? I believe that you are fully prepared and ready for this task. Are we going to start drawing now? If so, let's gather our materials and get into the creative process. It's time to unleash our artistic potential and see what we can create together. Let's begin. Let's go, and I'm switching the camera. I'm moving to the sheet. For this exercise, you should also get a piece of paper ready, and please definitely prepare a sheet to write on and ensure that you have a pen or pencil available for writing when needed. Additionally, right now, we are currently engaged in an activity designed to assist you in organizing all your thoughts effectively. So can you see me? Is everything okay? Take a piece of paper right now, or better yet, flip it over so you don't lose it. No, definitely a little piece of paper, friends. A little piece of paper. Why? Because we're going to need to put it next to us in order to successfully, effectively, adequately, and completely get in the right mindset and fully prepare ourselves mentally for this week. So right now we're going to write a list of words in 2 minutes. But first, let's write the topic. Topic 1, my successful week. Let's write down topic 1, my successful week. And now I'm setting the timer for 2 minutes. And we're going to write all your plans for this week right in the list. You can do it in 1 column or 2. What do you want to achieve? That's what you're writing down now. Time started. What you want? That's what you're writing down right now. Time started. In addition to the tasks you have outlined, I am carefully documenting every aspect of your plans. This includes all the important tasks that need to be completed and any significant goals that must be achieved. By doing this, we ensure that nothing crucial is missed and everything is prioritized correctly. This approach helps us avoid any errors or omissions in our strategic planning. I also write down all my plans. In my daily routine, I make sure to include everything I want to accomplish in a comprehensive list. This list is not just a simple to-do list. It encompasses all the tasks and activities I plan to undertake. I meticulously write down each task, ensuring that I have a clear plan for the week ahead. It's important to me to not only focus on work-related tasks, but also to incorporate time for rest and relaxation. Planning rest is crucial for maintaining a balanced lifestyle, so I make it a point to schedule downtime throughout the week. Additionally, I remain open to new ideas and tasks that may arise during the week. Whenever something new comes to mind, I promptly add it to my list to ensure that nothing is overlooked. This approach helps me stay organized and ensures that I can manage my time effectively, allowing me to achieve my goals while also taking care of my well-being. Yes. Let's breathe. Great. Time's up. What are we going to do next? Please carefully and thoroughly finish your list. And now number each of the goals you've just written down one by one. To begin with, please ensure that you carefully write down each of the numbers in the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's important to take your time and make sure each number is clear and legible. Once you have completed writing these numbers, take a moment to review them. Now let's consider how many numbers you have written in total. Count each number one by one, starting from the first number, which is 1, and continue counting until you reach the last number, which is 9. By doing this, you will be able to determine the total quantity of numbers you have written. This exercise helps in understanding the sequence and the total count of numbers in a given set. 15. I ended up with 15, and now when we can see this list, let's set it aside so that it's visible. I'm going to put it here so that it's visible. Why does it need to be visible? Because my focus just went away, but it'll come back. Are you keeping up? Did everyone finish? Are you ready to start the actual practice? Write down your positives. What are we doing right now? So I have a list of my 15 tasks. From the 15 tasks, now I'm taking a marker. And on the sheet that I have, we need to determine the chronological time. Chronos is what we already have set. So what do we have set for ourselves? Now I'll place it like this. Maybe the focus will be clearer. Wow, 33. Great. Wow, the focus will come back. Come on, focus. There we go. Now we need to determine, first of all, the line should go here, horizontal. This horizontal line represents the time we already have, and on the sheet. We need to draw these vertical lines that will mark the days of the week. So I have a line that roughly goes from Monday. I've marked this as Monday. This will be my Tuesday, a day filled with activities and plans. Next, I have Wednesday, another busy day ahead. Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are the days that typically make up the weekend, which is a time for relaxation and leisure activities. You can even label Monday as today, which is the start of the work week for many people. Then comes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which are the weekdays where most of the work is done. Saturday and Sunday follow, completing the week. Great. And now imagine, we've just created a detailed chart of our week, showing how each day fits into the overall structure of our lives, helping us plan and organize our time effectively. And every Monday, I draw this chart, and all my tasks get done. So right now, where Sunday is, that represents our future. Yes, we're heading towards Sunday. Right, Monday. And so what? Yesterday is the left side. This is our past. But we're starting from today, from the present. Now let's see what you have drawn for number 1. Here I have my exercises. I start drawing a line, and I'm thinking about my exercises that I do. I just draw a bionic line. It doesn't repeat itself at any point in its movement. And I'm thinking about my exercises. Wow. And this way I give meaning to this line. Next, I host live broadcasts. I'm just drawing the line. It goes through all the days of the week because I host live broadcasts every day. And this is definitely how I'm going to outline each of my tasks now, in a detailed manner. I'm putting meaning into this. My next task is literally indeed coming up very soon. I'm drawing randomly. The main thing for me is to draw lines that doesn't repeat itself in any way at any specific point during its entire movement. I can go over the exact same lines. It doesn't matter. It's very important and significant that I carefully consider and thoughtfully bring meaning into it. I'm bringing in the essential meaning that I wrote down in my planning. Breathe. The main thing is to track your breathing for those of you over 33. Matrix 3. So don't be scared and stay calm and composed. It won't be too much for you, which means you need a lot of energy. So here, I recommend you to be patient and draw all the lines. And like this, I will mentally pause at times so I don't distract you from your goals and ensure you are well prepared and ready. In order to ensure that you have the ability to conduct a comprehensive and detailed analysis of every single aspect, it is essential to thoroughly examine and evaluate all the components involved. This process allows you to gain a deeper understanding and insight into the various elements, enabling you to make informed decisions based on the complete picture. Check your bodily reactions in detail, such as your heart rate, breathing patterns, and any tension in your muscles. Observe how your brain reacts to what you're doing, including your thoughts, emotions, and any mental clarity or confusion. And I have a few more lines left to express. I can really picture how my current week will unfold in the best possible way, envisioning each day filled with productivity, joy, and meaningful interactions, ensuring that I achieve my goals and maintain a positive mindset throughout in the best possible way. Because right now the information is going straight into the brain. We are providing a strong and deliberate impulse to the brain, which is intended to ensure that every task is completed efficiently and effectively.
This impulse guides us to perform each. If you still have lines to draw, you can do it at your own comfortable and relaxed pace. So please don't worry about not being able to keep up with my pace. I am finishing up now, and will soon move on to the next important point of the basic algorithm. If you are a beginner and you don't know how to do all of this, I just can't explain every single step to you here because, unfortunately, there's not enough time. I highly recommend that you take the comprehensive user course, where you will get all the necessary knowledge and actually learn a lot of algorithms. Not just the one I'm giving now, but also other ones that are extremely significant and crucial in this context. Actually, I've already automatically switched to rounding. Right now, I'm rounding all my lines. It's important for me to get things in order right now. The brain loves order. So that you don't have to worry anymore whether you're doing it right or wrong. Here is a user course. In this sense, it helped me so much because I am still in favor of always learning from specialists, from professionals, and gaining valuable insights and expert guidance. In this case, I learned from Pavel Mikhailovich. Wow, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like your plans are becoming more confident and solidified, like they are truly taking shape? Because I feel it, when I draw the lines, there's this sense of clarity and purpose. It's almost as if each stroke of the pen brings a new level of understanding and insight. So what do you think about that transformation? When I draw the lines, I can really feel my energy developing. I feel that all my plans that I've written down for this week are coming together really well. You don't need to sign the lines, friends. You see, I'm not signing anything. The brain has already signed everything for you. There's a saying, what is written with a pen cannot be cut out with an axe. So this list of words that we made at the beginning is already that very beacon for the brain where it needs to move. That's more than enough. The most important thing is that you're essentially drawing the lines according to your list. I'm carefully and precisely rounding everything off, and at the same time, you can exactly check how your body is reacting to what I've just done, because your body is like a litmus test. That's what it truly feels. Not in your head, my friends, but in your body. Indeed. That's what it feels. That's the truth. It is not just a feeling, but a profound truth that resonates deeply within us. Not in your head, my friends, but in your body. This truth is not merely a construct of the mind, but a reality that is felt within the very fibers of our being. Our body is smart. Our bodies possess an innate intelligence, a wisdom that is often overlooked. There are all the important points there. Within our physical form lies a multitude of significant points, each holding its own importance. And it's really good to pay attention to how your body reacts when you're asking questions. And how does my body feel right now, after I've done this kind of work for myself? How does my body react when I'm organizing things here, when my angles are smoothing out? They appear before rounding. How does the body perceive this? Ask questions. I'm telling you, as a clinical psychologist, and as a dedicated and seasoned professional, the more I work with my body, the more swiftly and effectively the changes happen when we send the right command to the brain and track the results in the body. I'm feeling extremely hot right now at this moment because I just thought, wow, I planned 15 tasks for today, and I am just amazed. Why 15? Why not more? Some people have more, some have less, but you need to manage your energy here. How much energy do you have to complete all the tasks? Because I try to do fewer things better in my life, rather than just doing a lot more effectively. Because procrastination is indeed such a phenomenon. The brain actually immediately gives us this procrastination. We must breathe, and we must give the body the opportunity to react in order to respond effectively. So, look, maybe not everything is filled in, but I'm starting to really love this because I absolutely adore rounding things off, my friends. As soon as I finished the user course, I went on to become a specialist, and I even continued to round things off for a long time because I loved it so much. But when I was finishing the instructor course, the tasks were more complex, and the system was a bit different, so I had to focus less on rounding and more on logical thinking. That's why our thinking changes. It becomes completely different, because the system in our body is really something cool. You know, our immune system works well when the whole system is functioning properly, without any glitches. And I'm all about health, which is why I went to Pavel Mikhailovich, because he is a teacher for me, a role model. Because a woman without health, well, her beauty will fade, and it's clear that youth goes quickly. Well, I am a health-conscious person. That's why I went to Pavel Mikhailovich, because he is a teacher for me, who is like an example. Because a woman without health is already old, and her beauty will go away, and it is clear that youth will quickly disappear. And it will fade. So right now, I'm really asking myself, what task am I currently working on? I clearly remember that during gymnastics, I was talking about health, and how Pavel Mikhailovich is also all about health. But how can you achieve a lot of success if you don't have enough energy? We need to accumulate energy somehow. You know where our recharge is. So now we're quickly rounding everything off in a comprehensive manner, improving our system thoroughly, and then we'll move on to the next point of our algorithm to ensure optimal performance. Why is it important to follow algorithms? For those who don't know, I definitely recommend that you learn. You'll learn so much about yourself and how to maintain your health. So, my friends, I'm almost wrapping up here. As we move on to the next point of our algorithm, we have such a wonderful planning process, and the brain has received the command to make all our tasks happen. Absolutely all the tasks have been completed. I see that you're not writing, so you're drawing. As you are deeply engaged in your drawing and thoroughly immersed in your planning process, now we're going to move on to the next point. We will now proceed to transition smoothly to the subsequent point of discussion. This important step is known as the process of archetyping, which is crucial. Take the colors that distract you. I've prepared some colored pencils for myself. Now look at which color you feel like using. Then go ahead and do that. But look, we have some circles forming here. When you look at your composition, right? Well, let's take a look. That's it. My brain has already seen it. Here's a circle. Now I'm going to make it. I'll just even it out a bit. What does this mean for me? I don't know. Since I don't have an answer yet, I'll look back later to see what this means for me. There's a hypothesis that this resource means something for me. So we ended up with an obvious circle, right? And here I see this huge one. Wow, wow, I tell myself. As I stand in awe, I am filled with anticipation, and I can hardly contain my excitement, for I know that something truly grand and wonderful is waiting for me this week. I'm happy about this. But why is this happening? Why do we have some resources forming from lines? Because I'm neurographing. This isn't drawing, it's neurography. I neurograph almost every single day, and I do my planning each and every Monday. So now you have an absolutely incredible tool that you can already use wonderfully and efficiently in your daily life. Of my life, I take the color and with a steady hand start carefully and meticulously applying it. I'm going to highlight some big shapes now. I'll highlight it so that the filling is colored to make it more visible. And for me, this color, which is a vibrant shade, can enhance the overall look of your project and make it stand out. By the way, if you don't know how to work with colors, you can go to this separate algorithm and study it. So this color is called NeuroColor, and you'll already have an understanding of your goal. While you're doing it intuitively, even if you don't have any specific knowledge, I see that there are a lot of users and specialists here, and you already know how to use colors, right? For those who don't know, please feel welcome. But it's definitely better to learn comprehensively. It's true, comprehensively, because, somehow still. For me, for example, it's hard, and I want to dig deeper. I want to know exactly why this, why that. So I went to study comprehensively. But at first, of course, it's all step by step. Everything is step by step. Do you know that saying, the little hen pecks at the grains? Our brain can't absorb all the information at once. I'm telling you this as a professional. It has this function. Everything is step by step. Gradualness. The principle of gradualness. This principle is essentially exactly what learning is all about. First, we carefully learn how to draw lines, then step by step how to apply colors, and only after that do we move on precisely. So right now we're almost creating a composition that will guide us towards our goals. When you pick a color, ask yourself a question. A composition that will carefully and strategically navigate and guide us towards our goals. When you pick a color, ask yourself a question. What does this mean for you? Perhaps this concept holds a significant and profound meaning for you personally. When you incorporate and embrace that particular meaning into your life, it begins to have a transformative effect. It starts to actively contribute to your personal and professional success, aiding you in the pursuit and realization of your goals and aspirations. By understanding and applying this meaning, you can unlock new opportunities and pathways that lead to achieving what you desire most in life, and you feel more confident. And do you know exactly how it happens? I'm telling you, when you post your drawings in our album, we have an album on VK, and it's on our open channel. When you post, please always share your successes. It's important. So in this way, once again, well, as if giving the brain a designation when you share, when you write about the results, and the universe hears you, and you express gratitude because, first of all, we thank ourselves. And then we thank our teachers who generously share their knowledge. And now, when we're almost done with the architecture, look, we don't have a goal today to finish everything in this short time we have. So we'll focus on the main things, and you'll beautifully complete the archetyping on your own. Right now, I'm mixing colors, and I realize that for now, my archetyping works for me. And now I need to infuse energy into it because the energy of the universe, the energy of our universal mind, is so powerful, and we always need to use it. And thanks to the algorithm I'm using right now, we're going to take this fifth step and infuse energy of our universe. Think about how you want to bring in the line of the field. The line of the field, just imagine you're flying in an airplane and you see rivers spreading across the surface of the earth. Look at how they appear, such a wide line. And here, how do you want to bring it in? Where do you want to infuse it? Maybe you want to bring in more than one. For example, I want to start from here. I find myself needing to create a line that is exceptionally bright and vivid, almost like a beacon that stands out clearly for me. To achieve this, I'm intentionally making it quite wide. Of course, later on, we'll take the time to round it off smoothly, ensuring it has a polished finish. As I proceed with this task, I notice that my body is responding in a unique way. It's important to pay attention to how your own body reacts during this process. For me, as I draw this line, there's a distinct sensation, almost as if something within me begins to resonate or vibrate, creating a connection between the action and my physical state. Super. Wow, it feels so amazing. My friends, we've drawn the background together. You see, we've already drawn the lines. I filled the background. I might add more lines. The goal was to ensure lines were drawn everywhere, covering all tasks. I might add one more line to emphasize healthy eating. But today, the goal was to make sure we drew these lines everywhere, and I've covered all my 15 tasks throughout the whole composition. So I ended up with this background. And now when I look at it, I think I need to draw one more line. I probably will draw another one. And I want to draw it from here because I want to emphasize healthy eating. I'm drawing it with intention. I want to emphasize healthy eating. I want to enhance my exercise routine. I'm really pouring energy into this. I want to boost my productivity. But my productivity will only be there when I feel physically at my best with a lot of energy. And that's why we always need to pay attention to our physical health. Always, because our minds are already working a lot. And we don't just need some exercise machines. No, it should be a comprehensive and detailed kind of work. So I'm doing this in my work, and I'm getting amazing and incredible results. I have so much energy and vitality now. Wow, it really takes my breath away. And it is truly exciting when I draw these lines with enthusiasm. I'll repeat, you can add more lines during the styling phase when you're refining the drawing to make it look wow, wow, if you feel like you don't have enough. But again, think about the purpose behind adding those lines. It's important to reflect on that. Remember that we are doing neurographics, not drawing. It's a thinking process. It's about working on changing your mindset because your thoughts shape your behavior. That's a fact. And you guys are doing absolutely great for drawing every Monday. I always truly thank myself and incredibly admire those dedicated and committed people who come here in the morning and get to work. So I'm rounding the corners now, see? I'm smoothing them out so that I have this bionic kind of structure, my planning. So I'll be looking forward to your results when all your tasks will be accomplished. And you, as my clients tell me, I feel it too. There's this difficult task that I've always struggled with. It was always such a hassle, so frustrating. As soon as I sketched it out, I don't know how it happens, but I've noticed that I started to tackle this task with less energy expenditure and more interest. More with interest, more with pleasure. And our goal is to do everything with pleasure, right? And why from top to bottom? You know, you can do it from the bottom up. Right now, I was imagining how divine energy is coming down from above. I was really imagining and guiding how this column of light, this divine energy flows down. It was really merging with my planning and helping me. You can do it from the bottom up. It's not critical. What's important is that you have it. What's important is that you bring meaning to it. This is the most important thing. What's important is that it will work for your individual task, and you will be happy because you will see the results. After all, we all want to see results, right? That's right. And now, since we've already established the field line together, now I suggest we think about what kind of fixation you would like to make here, my friends. So what kind of fixation would you like to establish for yourself here? Please take a look. Maybe you will do it. Whatever your weak spot is, I recommend that you fixate on that and you'll see how it works. So for someone, if someone is a workaholic, fixate on the weekends. I'm definitely a workaholic, no doubt about it. I'm fixing it right here. See, I have proof. I always make a diagnosis. I do diagnostics. You see, I don't even have any colors here. And this is Sunday, and this is Saturday. And on Saturday, I also work. I tell myself, no, darling, that's not going to work. Let us try to figure this out carefully. I'm noting this down here for myself and making sure that I have a complete and detailed record of this important information for future reference. I'm adding color. I'm really bringing in color. This will be my note. I'm resting. I need to have some rest. I've actually planned it out here. I have it in my planner, but I want to note it down because I've already worked on my exercise routine, but I still have a lot of work to do when it comes to resting. I'm strengthening it right now, really boosting it, just adding it in. I'm adding this thing right here. Ksenia, good to see you. I'm really adding it in here. That's it, I absolutely told my brain I'm definitely going to rest for sure, without a doubt, and relax, indeed, and take a deep breath. As they say, the saying goes, war is war, but lunch is on schedule. But for me, it's going to be different. I'm going to talk about how I'm a woman. I'm not some kind of robot and I need to rest. So on Sunday, I planned this kind of documentation for myself and I have it, just to repeat. It's not really that special, but I'll take a magic marker, a magic pencil, and with that magic pencil, I'll enhance it even more, adding colors. For me, red is like, wow, fire, energy, heat. It doesn't stand out much, but I'll take a magic marker, a magic pencil, and with that magic pencil, I'll enhance it even more, adding colors. Red for me is like, wow, fire, energy, heat. Heat, I'm absolutely going to have a really definitely amazing blast this Sunday indeed, certainly. My brain definitely won't get a chance. He will definitely lead me to that. I have a plan to complete all of my tasks efficiently, ensuring that I finish everything on my to-do list. Additionally, I've scheduled some time to relax and recharge, which is essential for maintaining my productivity. Now, it's time for us to sit down together and create a new list, just like we did before, to keep everything organized and on track. I'm going to work a bit more on the documentation, and I'll also work on the styling, my dear. And now let's get back to the list. Let's grab a pen. I'm setting the time. Let's take a break, my friends. Let's take a break. I get you. You want to do some more doodling and drawing? But we need to check out topic 2 now. Topic 2.0. What will our topic 2.0 be? Because this is my plan. I'm setting the time and writing down everything that comes to my mind. In a free flow. Breathe. Good afternoon. Everything that comes in a free flow. Finished. We're done, my friends. And now when you look at all your words here and here, notice how your words differ. I can definitely tell you what my difference is. Here I wrote down actions, tasks. Here are my projects. Here are my everything I wanted. These are my tasks. Everything I wanted, these are my tasks. And here already, I came here with feelings, passion, joy, pride, pleasure, excitement, delight, fire. It's me. After working through this planning, I now have a ton of energy at the end. And just imagine this energy embodies my theme 2.0. 2.0. It was an extremely successful, remarkably productive, and fulfilling week. A successful week. And of course, I flip it over and write down the first step for myself. The first step, what am I doing? I've already achieved the result. The first step, what am I doing? I'm moving on, styling my composition. Styling. Why? Because I set myself the task to finish things right away, not to put them off for later. I'm styling it the way I like it, and then I can come back to the styling tomorrow. My second task is to see what I have planned for today. I'm heading to my channel now. There's going to be a live stream. I'm moving on with my plan, and this is how I'm outlining all my steps that correspond to my planning. Oh, my friends, I have a sea of energy. I'm coming back to you now. I'll turn the camera around and please tell me how you are doing right now. Share your results, what state you're in, and what steps you've stopped at. Do you see your success this week? It's really important for you to share. If you like the algorithm, write to me, especially those of you who are here for the first time. It'll be interesting to see your results too, and I'm waiting for your results. I'll definitely be waiting on the page in the VK album and on our open channel where you post your work. I will also finish my work and definitely share it publicly. We'll share with each other. Let me remind you once again, a dialogue is always better than a monologue, much better. But I know for sure that your week will be just incredibly successful, 100%. Well, it can't be any other way if you've completed all the basic steps correctly. And of course, if you want, add more lines, because if you have a huge number of tasks, you need an incredible amount of energy. And for that, we always have to think about ourselves first. And you all did an amazing job. Fire and fatigue. I really liked it. Great. Thank you for sharing your feedback. I love dialogue so much. I sometimes get lost when I'm talking to myself here, and sometimes I even get a little confused. I liked it. I'll do it every Monday. Awesome. And I'm sure you will have just crazy, awesome results. There's no other way to say it. I realized that I need to take care of my health and eat well, maintain a balanced diet, and maintain a healthy lifestyle for my overall well-being. So just do that. I've been focusing on nutrition since last year. My dear ones, I can really feel the improvements, both physical and psychological. Did you know that the stomach is the second brain? If you don't improve it with nutrition, then our immune system will always go down. Thank you for the energy. Everything is so specific and clear and with love. I really do it with love. Thank you for noticing that. Thank you so much. I liked it, but I don't even have enough time. I want more, but you always have plenty of time. Remember, it's missing right here. But when we actually sit down and do it, there's always enough. As soon as you start planning regularly, you'll realize that you have plenty of time. Wagon's little cart. We just burn it up with our thoughts right here. We stew and stew. Why do we need to grab a marker? That's because we put everything down on paper here, and then we just do it. We go and do it, and we don't overthink. You should always think about it later. This is how we did it together just now. We made the first list, wrote everything down, and generally stuck to it. Then we made the second list. Then we went through it together and wrote down the action steps. There you go. And we saw what an awesome result. And by the way, I always get the same result after planning. My dear ones, thank you so much for what you write. Everything turned out as planned. Great, great, great. And the fixation figures are circles. I repeat once again, fixation figures are your ideal task that you have never solved. Because the fixation figure is the ideal solution as a result. For me, there are a lot of tasks there. And if I were to fix all of them right now, that would be kind of unrealistic. I focus on what gets stuck, what my brain procrastinates on, where the habit hasn't formed. When you start doing this too, you'll have the same experience. My dear ones, I thank you. When you start doing this too, you'll have the same experience. My dears, I thank you. I let you go to do your great deeds so that everything will be done in the best possible way for you. Hugging everyone. Thank you. You are the best because you invest your time in yourself, which will come back to you in spades later as dividends. All right, bye-bye. Have a great day. Have a great day.